Hi, I'm Kate Bonner for the Watercooler Diaries on KBTV Online. Thanks for joining. This holiday season, tow truck drivers throughout the Southeast will be transporting an entirely different type of cargo, merry-making revelers who think they're too drunk to drive. Yes, it's a program co-sponsored by AAA Auto Club South and Anheuser-Busch, the company that makes Budweiser. And it's a program that has kept literally thousands of drunk drivers off the roads. Tow to Go is a program run through AAA. Trucks contracted by the company respond to callers who have had too much to drink and then take them in their cars home free of charge. This service, which operates on holidays with high rates of drunken driving accidents, such as Super Bowl weekend and St. Patrick's Day, and from Thanksgiving through New Year's Eve, is open to anyone. You don't have to be a member. All you do is dial 1-800-AAA-HELP, and the tow truck will pick you up. The whole thing is completely confidential. The program will be celebrating its 10th anniversary next year. Since its inception in 1998, the program has helped keep nearly 7,000 potential drunken drivers off the roads, which the folks at AAA say is saving lives, considering alcohol is a factor in almost half of all traffic fatalities. And each year, about 16,000 people are killed in alcohol-related crashes. For a little insight into this life-saving program, I hitched a ride with Warren Wirt. He's a supervisor at AAA who oversees some of the local tow truck drivers. He's been involved with the program for several years. On a typical shift, which runs 8 to 10 hours, the tow truck drivers will make about 2 pickups. Bars, homes, nightclubs, he hits them all. Wirt says that for the most part, the people are glad to see them, but it can get a little crazy. Wirt says that the bartenders and patrons usually don't call to say someone needs a ride, but he's actually been in a bar and called for a friend himself.
Basically, it was just at a bar. I saw somebody who was intoxicated, started going out the door. I said, hold on, I don't think you should drive. And it was a friend of mine. And I said, we have a tow to go program at AAA. I'd like to call them and get them out here to tow your truck, take you home. That way I know you're safe. And he agreed, and it went from there, and he went home safe, and everybody on the road was safe.
Joanna Newton, who heads up AAA's Public and Government Affairs, says the Tow to Go program continues to grow. Today it encompasses all of Florida, Atlanta and Savannah, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee, and during the holiday season, Knoxville, Tennessee. Despite its success, she wants to remind drivers that the service is meant as a last resort. In other words, before you start drinking, make a plan to get home. Now, I can just hear some of these guys at the bars around here in Boca Raton saying things like, I might have had a little bit too much to drink, but there's no way I'm having my $60,000 Benz towed. Well, in my chat with Warren, the supervisor from AAA, I asked him about this, and he had something surprising to say.
Our drivers are very careful. We use 4-point towing on the flatbeds, which is industry standard. We try and do everything by the book. So that pretty much, it's for our safety, but it's also for the safety of the member and also to make sure there's no damage to the vehicles. We do have our call centers where they have the numbers for all the police stations in the area. So basically, the police know that they can call AAA help and get somebody out if they have somebody that they see is intoxicated, possibly trying to drive,
Gotcha.
and then be able to pick them up and keep them from doing that. I said, if you have a patron here that has too much to drink, call up AAA. They'll send somebody out, they'll tow the car, bring the person with them in the cab, and save you a lot of headaches.
Finally, a piece of trivia I came across while researching this piece. People typically think New Year's Eve is the worst night for drunk driving accidents. It's not. It's a distant second to Thanksgiving. AAA's hypothesis that because Thanksgiving is a family holiday, people feel they need to drink more to have fun with the whole family. Thanks for joining. I'm Kate Bonner for the Watercooler Diaries on KBTV Online.